So Morgan Wallen just dropped a new song a couple of weeks ago, and it's from a live session that he did actually last year, and now he's recorded a version of it. It's an old song from the mid 2000s. It's a rock song. It's called Graveyard Whistling, and I wanted to react to it because that's the first time I've heard it, and I think I remember it, but like this is the first time I really was listening to the lyrics of it, and I kind of wanted to respond to it because I think it's an interesting thing. It's probably gonna get copyrighted, but that's fine. I'm not making money anyway, so let's go ahead and take a listen to Graveyard Whistling real quick.
All that afterlife, I don't hold with it. All your gods are false, just get used to it.
So, two lines in, and he says, "All your gods are false. Just get used to it." All this religious stuff, I don't play into that. Everything is false. And so already you're seeing the framework of the writer in this song. And obviously Morgan singing it, but um, just a very interesting kind of perspective of like, I don't really hold to anything, and all of it's kind of false. I want to keep going though.
Let's go out tonight, kill some stubborn myths, set those ghosts to light, get into it.
So he finishes out the verse, and that's why I stopped it, is because this framework of nothing is real, all the gods are false, all the religious things, I don't play into it. So let's just go out and do whatever we want. Let's be our own kind of gods, if you will, um, and let's just do whatever we want. That framework is one that I obviously take issue with a lot. He's gonna get into the chorus here with this song, but yeah, let's talk about his heart in this thing after this chorus plays through.
No one's getting younger. Would you like a souvenir? Let it take you under. Feel your worries disappear. Cause if you don't believe, it can't hurt you. And when you let it leave, it can't hurt you. Cause if you don't believe, then you know it can never do you harm. Cause if you don't believe, it can't hurt you.
So that's the chorus, and that's really the thing that I wanted to hit on. There's another verse as well, where he's like, okay, I'll admit that I'm not innocent in this thing, but still, it's this thing of I don't believe in anything. I kind of create my own destiny. You should too, and then you hear this chorus that says, "If you don't believe, it can't hurt you." And that's really the thing that caused me to go, I think I should respond to this, because that's not true. That's not true. If I believe, like, even practically, if I'm thinking like, okay, I don't believe that I can ever die in a car accident, and then I get in my car and I drive however I want because I don't believe that I'm going to do that, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to die if I'm driving recklessly. In the same way, if you say, I don't believe in guns and I don't believe I can be shot. Well, if you get into a bad situation, if you get into a wrong situation, find yourself somewhere really bad, you have a gun pointed to you, you're going to act and respond differently because you don't think that it'll hurt you. Well, clearly it will. It can do a lot of damage. Car wrecks can do a lot of damage. And it's the same way with our faith. It's the same way with religion. There are a lot of people looking to answer a lot of things, and they go about it in a lot of other ways. But Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes through the Father except through me. And so because Jesus clearly lays this out, clearly says this, he separates himself from every other religion, every other thing that says this is it. Because even in other religions, there is a tolerance or there is an understanding that you can still make your way to God even without following what they think. It's not exclusive. Jesus, Yahweh, God, he makes himself exclusive. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes through the Father. And so understanding Jesus's claim, not just that he makes the claim, because anybody can make that claim, but that he consistently proves himself to be true in Scripture, even outside of Scripture. There are archaeological digs and finds. There is a preservation of the recordings of what we find in our canon of Scripture. There's all sorts of things that prove that Jesus was exactly who he says he was. And if he is, and if this thing is true, that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, then if you don't believe it can't hurt you, is not at all the way this thing is supposed to be lived out. That's not a good philosophy. It will lead you to death and destruction. It will lead you to following things that you think are right or yet you feel are right, but actually aren't. Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. And so this really bothers me to hear people say, if you don't believe, then it won't ever be a problem. That's just not true. It's actually the most ignorant kind of statement that you can make in your life. Because if Jesus is really who he says he is, then this thing is very clearly laid out. It's very, very easy to see that. And there's no give or pathway for you to have a side door into the kingdom. There's no way. He doesn't leave that open. And so we really have to be careful that we don't adopt a philosophy that says if you don't believe, or if you have some belief but maybe you have another belief over here and you just marry the two, that somehow that's good enough. Jesus lays it out very, very clearly. He says, it's me, I'm the way, I'm the truth, and I'm the life. Let me know what you think. Have you heard songs like this? Have you heard messages like this? Do you have people in your life who kind of adopt this philosophy? And how have you had conversations about Jesus being the way, the truth, and the life, being the exclusive avenue to get to God? And let me know what you think. Hope that you have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.